The problem here is not heckling in sports and if you should accept it as a public figure. The problem here is a man set his boundaries. A man told you what was acceptable and unacceptable when it came to respecting himself. And black men on TV said, nah, fuck that. Get over it. It happened to me. Let it happen to you. Right. That's some slave shit. Ooh. That's some old blueprint shit. We on new fucking blueprints. Page 2. Respect this man's name. You know what's in a black man's name? Right. Do you know what's in a black man's name? First off, it's not even my name. Right. I have conquered this name and put it on the benefits of my family. I, Russell Westbrook, have made millions of dollars playing this child's game with my name on my back. And y'all saying, fuck that. Fuck you. BeMo. This week's Paul Robeson Negro of the Week is a gentleman who chose vulnerability and honesty as his way to express his boundaries. I want to give a huge shout out and a huge hand of support, a huge high five of love to the Paul Robeson Negro of the Week. You got it queued up? Mm-hmm. My man, Mr. Russell Westbrook. Let's listen to his comments after an NBA game.
Yeah, I think, for one, I 100% stand behind my wife and how she's feeling because it's not just about this year. Right now,
again, if you want to see the full screen, we have the video playing up on YouTube. You can't see it on
really
Instagram,
weighing
but
on
if you want to see the full thing, just come over
very
to YouTube.
Unfortunate, just for me personally, because this is just a game. This is just a game. This is not end all be all. And when it comes to basketball, I don't mind the criticism of missing and making shots, but the moment it becomes where my name is getting shamed, it becomes a issue. I've kind of let it go in the past, just because it never really bothered me, but it really kind of hit me the other day. Honestly, I was, me and my wife was at teacher-parent conference for my son, and the teacher told me, she's like, Noah, he's so proud of his last name. He writes it everywhere. He writes it on everything. He tells everybody, he walks around and says, I'm Westbrook, that's his last name. And I kind of sat there in shock, and it hit me like, damn, like I can no longer allow people, for example, Westbrook to me is now shaming, like it's shaming my name. It's my legacy for my kid. It's a name that means more, not just to me, but to my wife, to my mom, my dad, the ones that kind of paved the way for me. And that's just one example. I mean, that kind of hit myself and my wife in a place where it's not great, man. And I think a lot of times, I let it slide, but it's now time to put a stop to that and put it on notice. Like there's a difference.
So the reason why I have Russell Westbrook as the Paul Robeson Negro of the Week is because of his bravery to do so. Now, I don't like to usually talk about sports as much because I feel like it to be a divisive conversation. But what I think everyone can agree on is that in this moment, the name that the media has given Russell Westbrook of Russell Westbrick is bothering Russell.
Right.
And one of the things he says in there that really triggered my reason to give him the Paul Robeson Negro of the Week, he said, it's just a game. Mm-hmm. Like we're playing a child's game.
Right.
This game, regardless of the billions and trillions of dollars that is brought over this year and over our lifetime, 75 years of the NBA, this game means nothing to me if my son is not proud of his last name.
Right.
What the fuck is this game got to do with the pride that my son feels? What does this game have to do with the pride of my last name? What I didn't hear Russell say was, don't talk bad about me. What I didn't hear Russell say was, I am playing great, leave me alone. Mm-hmm. I didn't hear him try to escape accountability. I didn't hear him try to evade the natural negativities that come with playing public basketball or being a public figure.
Right.
My man simply said, put some respect on my name.
Right.
You can call me Mr. Brick.
And he asked respectfully.
Yes. Play the reaction.
They didn't call him out of his name. They didn't call him boy like somebody did in Utah. They didn't make no ape gestures or monkey. They didn't call him the N-word. They did none of that. This is on his plate. This ain't got nothing to do with him. It's his plate that led him. Magic Johnson. It was the headline, Tragic Johnson. Every arena he went to, Tragic Johnson, until he changed that narrative. Magic had won two finals MVPs at that point in his career, and they called him tragic. He didn't say a word. He said, you know what, I'm going to put my head down, I'm going to get me 3 more titles, and I'm going to win me some 3 MVPs, and I'm going to shut all this up. All Russ has to do is play better. Stop talking about all that, my son, my kid. Right? Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Because you need to play better. Because that's being a professional athlete. Trust me. I'm sure my mom and my girlfriends at the time heard people say, Shannon Sharpe, you're a bum. Yep. Shannon, you're not sharp. You're not your brother. All that comes along with the territory. As long as you weren't calling me the N or you weren't calling me no racial tones, I'm good with it. Because guess what? I'm going to come back. I'm going to play better. And you'll clap for me. And you applaud me the next time. We understand there are certain things that comes along with our job. When you play bad.
I can't take it, Shannon. I can't do it. I can't take it, Shannon. I can't. You got to shut the fuck up. You got to shut the fuck up, Shannon Sharpe. You got to shut the fuck up. First off, because you see I'm about to get attitude. First off, the thing that bothers me most about I don't even want to quantify it. One of the things that bothered me about what Shannon Sharpe just said, he put the floor of respect at not calling me boy and not calling me nigga.
Right.
The floor, the entryway to respect, Shannon Sharpe says the entryway to respect for a black man is by avoiding calling me racial epithets.
Wow.
That's an old blueprint.
Right.
That's some 1897 type shit.
Even the fact he said he was okay with all the names you call him as long as it's not boy or the N-word.
No, you shouldn't be okay.
You
should be okay.
Right.
In what reality is the disrespect of someone's name just supposed to be accepted?
Right.
Let me tell y'all a little secret. You spell BeMo, capital B-E, capital M-O. A lot of y'all niggas put the little M in there. I'd be offended. Mm-hmm. And I'd be too scared to be like, hey, can you capitalize that M? Because I don't want to put too much pressure on you. But that's not living in my truth. You know what that is? That's corny. That's inauthentic. Uh-oh.
Damn, I do that too.
Uh-oh. Right? We all do it like, one of my mans at work. I'm not going to say who it was. Somebody that people, they look at his name and they say his name wrong all the time. Mm-hmm. This is literally one of the most powerful looking men I know. Mm-hmm. And one of the most powerful men in business that I know won't correct names.
Wow. No
disrespect to my mans. You'll be watching right now. No disrespect to my mans. But I feel like there is something in us that doesn't allow. We don't got enough Larry David in us. Yeah. When we were binging Curb, I feel like I could say anything. I could tell my truth as much as I could. Because what the fuck is uncomfortability for?
Right.
Haven't watched Curb in 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, this I don't even call it fear, like this apprehension to stand up for yourself. Yeah. When you feel like you need to. And that's why I feel like Russ is a gotta be the Negro of the week, because he went one on the nation about his name. Right. And the response was, we don't give a damn about you and your son. What? Wow. We'll talk about, and that's a black man that said that.
Exactly.
And I would love to say that Shannon Sharpe was the only individual in sports media that was having that take. But the fact of the matter is, everybody got it wrong on Monday, Tuesday. Everybody got it wrong. Even my favorite, Bomani Jones, got it wrong.
Really?
The problem here is not heckling in sports, and if you should accept it as a public figure. The problem here is a man set his boundaries. A man told you what was acceptable and unacceptable when it came to respecting himself. And black men on TV said, nah, fuck that. Get over it. It happened to me. Let it happen to you. Right. That's some slave shit. Ooh. That's some old blueprint shit. We on new fucking blueprints. Page 2. Respect this man's name. You know what's in a black man's name?
Right.
Do you know what's in a black man's name? First off, it's not even my name.
Right.
I have conquered this name and put it on the benefits of my family. I, Russell Westbrook, have made millions of dollars playing this child's game with my name on my back. And y'all saying, fuck that. Fuck you. I really can't even watch ESPN right now. I can't watch Fox Sports 1 right now. I can't get it. The blatant disrespect of this man? Russell Westbrook was voted top 75 player of all time. He missed a couple shots and you disrespect his name? Talk about the game.
Right.
And add on top of that, you know I can't stand no laziness. My man said, don't disrespect my name. If I was at ESPN, if I was one of these sports journalists, you know what that means? We about to have a brainstorm of the most creative names to say that you suck, that don't involve your last name.
Right.
But these niggas holding on to fucking old blueprints. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Boy, man.
We're not perpetuating.
Man, boy.
Perpetuating these cycles.
Say it again.
We're not perpetuating these cycles.
Keep going.
We can't see progress as a people if we continue to do the same. It's crazy. Because it's like, I feel like that narrative is not even of blackness.
It's not. I don't understand. In a time in America, in the world, where we are shifting to calling people what they want to be called, to treating people how they want to be treated,
Right.
to finding equity in this world. There are black men on TV every fucking day, blatantly disrespecting, clearly outlined boundaries of what another black man has said. Mm-hmm. How can I grow?
Right.
And y'all talking about it's a game. Yeah, nigga, it's a game.
Right.
Y'all are grown men wear suits on television to talk about child sports. It's a game.
Right.
There are things bigger than the game. My name is bigger than the game.
Your name is still going to be there at the end of the day.
My name is my name. There are things bigger than the game. My name.